Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Rome 2 DEI with the Realistic Legion submod. Um, on the last episode, we ended on a massive battle about to happen between Rome and Carthage. Now, Rome, us, we have a very strong army, as you can see. We've reached our reforms where we've got the late Principes, Histadi, and Triarii, and we also have a really good cavalry contingent in this army, and even our auxiliaries are pretty good. But we are going to be facing off against a lot of Carthaginians. So we've got, I think, a full 20 unit stack here. They're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, 37, 39, 41, 43, 45, 47, 49 units. So there, we've got these units, but it's mostly going to be 2 to 1, a little over 2 to 1. So let's hop into this battle. We've got a lot of smaller ship units, though, which is good. And they've got a lot of missiles, which our cavalry will be able to chew up. They don't really have much of their own cav because none of their ships have cav in it. So just these 3 units, and if we can eliminate them, then we'll be good to go, I think. So let's fight it, and I'll see you guys once we are in the battle. Hello, everyone. We are back, and we have got a very good battle for us here. As you can see, like I said, we've got a pretty good army. This is about a model Roman army right here, in this period at least. 3 Principes, 3 Histadi, we've got a lot of Auxilia, we've got a Triarii and a Hoplite that's kind of acting as a Triarii. And then we've got a bunch of Greek units. These are specifically from Tarentine. So these are the light Hoplites, and that is what they upgrade into. And then a bunch of those peltists. Really good cav contingent as well. So, yeah, overall, our strategy right off the bat is going to be to pull out of the town, go after the army that is about to spawn in right up here. So that's their land army, and that's the only place they have cav at. So, as you can see, they've already got their general sweeping in right here. So, yeah, the battle is going to get started pretty quickly because we're going to come out here, meet them in the field, fight a quick battle, defeat them, and then come back into the city and hopefully retake it. We've got our little garrison right here as well. Most of these units are not actually horrible, but they're all very small right now because, as you remember, we just captured the city. So, again, it's a 4v1 right now, but let's see if we can do it. We've got our cav heading out to, yep, there they go. There's the attack order. Watch. Boom. Now, these skirmishers were really annoying. Really annoying. They kept on throwing into the side of this melee. And then we almost overextended our skirmishers right here, but luckily we were able to pull them back before their cav was able to really get into us. So, anyway, we've got cav battle, trying to take out that cav before completing the rest of their army. And as you can see, their ships over here are beginning to land. So they've got a lot of them. A lot of ships. What's this right here? What the frick? That's weird. Maybe, hopefully it'll sink one of their ships. But anyway, we've got the battle about to kick off over here. Our infantry just arrived. Got our Histadi arriving first because they're less heavily armed. Throwing their jabs into that cav. Yeah. Still this cav battle. We're starting to whittle them down a lot, but at this point we decided to pull out. We got a charge between our Thoreo spears, which these guys are actually really good against these Libyan infantry. And here we go. The battle has begun to kick off. Got our Principes fighting that heavy shot cav. We're about to finish him off. And then we've got our Tarentine Hoplites. They're going to charge right into them. It's going to be great for us because spear armed unit. This unit's going to get led on kind of a rabbit trail, but this unit's going to be a lot better at fighting cav than our Histadi will be right here. But as you can see, we've got a nice line forming, and our infantry, as you know, is going to cut up their infantry because our heavy infantry is just a lot better. Here's got our Triarii. These guys are actually Socii Triarii, but it's still almost as good. You know, they might even have the same stats. Anyway, we've got some men throwing into the Libyan infantry. They're pretty light infantry though. And yeah, the battle's going well so far. We are quickly trying to deal with these guys out here before they get a bunch of units in. And we have a bunch of defenses set up on this side to hopefully slow them down before they can come through. That was just to prevent them from potentially getting into our backs. But yeah, as you can see, we are about to pretty much rout this whole army. Their hoplites just arrived, but it's too late. Too late for them to really make much of a difference in this battle. So that's gonna totally breach their formation. Won't be good for them. Got our Tarentine hoplites, light hoplites coming in behind them, and we've got our companion hoplites also. Now we're dealing with their skirmishers out here. They've got a lot of Balearic slingers, which if you are familiar with Rome 2 or even Rome 1, are a very, very good slinger unit. But the last of their cav is about to get eliminated. Awesome. And now the slingers. So overall, we've pretty much accomplished our objective of eliminating this whole army. We took a number of casualties doing so, which is never great. But overall, we were able to keep our army in pretty good shape for the main battle that's about to occur. And as you can see, they're already starting to enter the battlefield. And we actually would have caused some of these guys casualties already. So not that many. We had pits over here that we were they would have had to run through, but I'm not seeing many casualties on their part. Here's some more. They've got one unit pretty much holding out for now, and then a couple skirmishers that are cav having a little bit of a hard time routing, but here we are. Where's that button? There it is. As you can see, there's their symbol right there. And our Histadi on this side are cutting him down. Yeah, and there they go. They just routed. You can see him cut him down now. Doesn't look like they've routed yet, actually. Maybe that was it. I think that was it. Yeah. Yeah, there they go. So their units are starting to show up in force now. And we've kind of left this army right here. At first we thought, why don't we help defend this side? But I'm glad we didn't, because otherwise they would have been cut off, and I don't think they would have been able to help in the main battle much. But yeah, we've ended most of their men out here, so we're just going to run them down a little bit so not too many of them can escape. And let's fast forward a little bit, because we've got the rest of the battle coming. So as you can see, much more of their navy showing up. One of the great things about this battle is as we're fighting their big navies, and these are like expensive units that they're putting in for because of the ships. The actual units on them are good, especially those Marines. Those are pretty good units, but excuse me, but not at the cost of what these are. It probably costs about 2,000 a piece to build one of these ships, maybe 4,000 for some of the bigger ones, like one of these. Um, and we're depriving them of the most expensive part. So with this army, we might be able to wipe out their navy. Excuse me. Anyway, now we actually got their one of their generals of their navy came on over. So we're gonna try to lure him out. And you're gonna see our general wrap on over soon to try and take care of those guys, because they're just archers. Archers, cavalry can take care of really easily. It's javelins that can be a little bit more of a pain, because they're a little bit better equipped to fight melee. And then those slingers that were over here were annoying for some reason. But anyway, we got more enemies landing, so let's let them let's let the time go a little bit. You see one of them just leveled up from the amount of shooting they've been doing on these guys, but we'll see, that won't really matter here in a second. Sorry for that camera sweeping all over the place. Yeah, there he goes. Alright. Oh, don't want to put that in stop motion. Anyway, you can see our general's about to charge. We'll go over here too, because they're starting to engage us with some of their infantry. And we are going to absolutely sweep through them. Get him go. That's our general right there. Yep. He's getting into some melee. See if he can get any kills. See him back there in the red? Right in the center of the screen. Yep, there they go. It's the only one basically not in one of those cloaks. Anyway, as you can see, they are starting to come in. They charged the side of these hoplites. We actually took some friendly fire there. It's not good. But we're supporting them. These guys aren't going to last very long. They're basically pirates. Yeah, they are already about to run. But the combination of their 3 different fleets are all about to join up together right here. And as you can see, they're already starting to throw stuff at us, which is not good. We want to stop that as soon as we can, because these are actually pretty good missile units they've got. Again, all of the Carthaginian naval units are generally better than their land unit counterparts, because they're a naval focused nation, and their Marines were definitely quite renowned. But anyway, the battle is about to begin. You can see him starting to push in a little bit, and we are going to face our army to face them. So the main battle is about to take place right here. As you can see on the map. Here it goes. We're starting to face our men towards this way, if you want to call this the north. And we've got a decent amount of area we'll be able to flank around with our cav. You can see most of it's on this side. We've actually lost some of our cav already, just from those other engagements, as we were fighting their cav for a long time. But anyway, now you can see we're starting to engage them. And yeah, they're chewing up our hoplites with their missiles. They've got more pirates charging forward ahead of the rest of their units. Carthaginian Marines are in it too. Here they are. Very heavily armored infantry. Here's some more of them. But we're about to, here we go. We are engaging. We've got units engaging on this side and on this side. And this is basically going to become the battle line right here. See where the bulk of their units are. So we're getting more of our men up. And yeah, as you can see, this right here is our line. So it's as high up as we can go. And yeah, these Principes are gonna basically anchor this left flank. If they run, then it's over for them, for this whole flank. Luckily, they've got a lot of reinforcements coming in. And this right flank, too, is not looking super good. But we've got our cav. They've just got so many more units than us, to where it's going to be really difficult for us to hold all of them in one place. So you'll see them running back and forth. But here we go. We've got our cav back into their missile line now. So we'll start chewing them up back there. And yeah, here we go. We're throwing into their sides with our skirmishers. Here we actually almost lose that Principe unit we talked about, but we were able to get our general over here in time, give them some morale. And we're about to reinforce them with all of the Italian swordsmen that our garrison had. It's about 120 men, probably. Maybe 180, because it was 6 units of those. Here we go. We're about to rout one of their Marines. Now, we didn't notice, but we've already killed at least 2 of their generals. The land army general out in that first battle, and then that other unit that was over there. You notice that one had a general flag, so we got them too. And yeah, our men are facing a lot of Carthaginians. Those guys are close to running. Same with these ones. You're actually going to lose this unit here. It was very surprising. Between 3 different very light missile units, that yeah, there they go. That Belarus Slinger unit up there was 3 gold chevrons, which is really good. This unit was close to running. We're going to get our general up around this side pretty soon. I don't see where he is right now, though. I don't think that's him up there. Ah, here he is. I'm going to get him over because a lot of these units are close to running. We've wrapped up some of the units on this side, so trying to... our attack into their flank drew some of their infantry up this way. As you can see, we've got these guys, a couple units around here went up, so that helped us a lot. And here we go, our units are starting to bash into their sides, and that unit just routed right there with that cav charge. So Yeah, it's going pretty well so far. Let's take a look at these Principes, who are now silver chevrons. You can see there's their standard bearer. So, let's see, they're holding a very thin line of them is holding a very large amount of Carthaginians. But they're doing very well for themselves. The men they're fighting are not amateurs, not by any means. But they're holding. Not just holding, we're starting to beat them back. As you can see, another one of their units is close to routing. Lots of their units are steady or shaking. These guys are wavering. We lost a unit right here. So, some of our light infantry we just lost. But we're about to wrap this flank up out here. So, both of us are losing some units. They're overall losing more, but we've got more mobility than they do. And our general really was the key unit in this battle. First, he kept our units' morale up when they were close to running, and his cavalry unit was the only one that was fresh. It's not fresh anymore, but it's still very powerful. You can see he took out these 3 units almost all by himself after they'd routed that other cav unit. So at this point, they are very close to being wrapped up. This left flank of theirs is starting to fall, and some of our smaller units are starting to creep through the gaps. Got a lot of fighting over in these woods as well. Which, funnily enough, is our hoplites fighting in there. That's not good. Hoplites are best. Oh, and here they go. Their army's about to rout. The rest of them are going. And that was almost 5,000 to 6,000 men we were fighting with our maybe 2,000 to 3,000. So that was a very good battle. We were able to pretty much wrap them around. And again, with our superior cav, we could do it. We had better mobility. Some of our units are still actually going to rout after the battle is over, just because it was pretty tight. You'll see at the end, every single one of our units that was involved in that fight took pretty heavy losses. Not in the red for most of them. We actually did lose a unit too. We lost that cav unit that was going after those archers in the back, or the slingers, whatever they were. But yeah, it was not an easy battle by any means. Not by any means at all. But I want to drag it till the end here so we can see who got what kills and which units leveled up, because there are going to be a lot of level ups in this battle, which is awesome. You always love to see that. Love it when your armies can get experienced. And this might be one of the best battles we fought so far, in terms of the balance bar was completely out of our favor. Completely out of. And those were all different navies that we just killed right there. So anyway, here's the balance bar. Yeah, we deployed 3,000. They deployed almost 6,000. We only lost about a third of our force. They lost nearly all of theirs. Yeah. So we don't have a time limit, so let's take a look at which of our units did really good. So our best unit or these cavalry unit, or this cav unit right here. They're almost on gold chevrons now. They had 450 kills. Overall, almost all of our units did really well. This one did really good. It just got destroyed, which stinks. You can see not a single man is left. We leveled up a lot of our infantry into silver chevrons, which is always nice to see. Our infantry, as you can see, did really well in this battle. And these upgraded, they're the upgraded version of these light hoplites. They performed really well. I think I might want to get these guys over them. And then, all of our hastati did pretty well. They took a lot of losses, though. Same with our principes. Triarii are about half strength. Um, our missiles could have done better, though. That's the main thing we could have done better. But I'll catch you guys back on the map. Alright, everyone, we are back, and here's the state of Sicily now. We actually have Sicily nearly completely secure. Our vassal went ahead and took Panermos from them. I'm alright with that. Because they're our vassal, it still counts as being under our control, and we can go up there and recruit from them if we'd like. So here's the state of our army. You can see it's not doing so hot. If they get one more big assault, I don't know if we could hold. So we are probably going to rotate these two armies. Because we've held Syracuse for a little bit longer, so they'll be able to level up a little bit more over there. Not level up, but gain more men. That's the right word. So yeah, here's their army, by the way. We have access to seeing what they have now, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good army. I don't think this one actually leveled up, though, which stinks. It should have. That was a great battle. Let's see if we can change. Any of these stick out? Nah, probably just keep that one. Let's go take those rebels out. Oh, good thing we took these. Good thing we're taking them out, because those guys were very high experience. Some of our skirmishers leveled up there. Alright, and they are now within range. So let's bring these guys over. And we have access to some of our units now. So these two units merge. These guys use local levy. How much of those do we have here? Not much. We need foreigners. Oh, actually, we got plenty of those. Perfect. So, in that case, I'm actually going to get rid of those Hoplites. I didn't really like them very much. Get rid of those guys. Now, let's get some. I think they all use the same thing, right? Yeah. Let's combine these two.